Hello and welcome to today's edition of the Danielle Daily Show. I am your host, Danielle Watson. This is take 2 of today's show. I got disconnected. I don't know what happened. I apologize. So today we are talking about dating. This show is focused on growth, all kinds of growth, personal growth. And as you know, my dating formula for dating apps is called Grow. So I like to cover growth in all different areas of life, but especially when it comes to dating. So today we are talking about 10 signs that you're not ready to start dating again, that you're not ready to put yourself out there again. Maybe you've been through a divorce, maybe a relationship has ended, and it's so easy and seductive to want to get right back out there, right? To meet somebody who we can spend time with and who gives us their attention and admiration. But there's a lot of great reasons to wait until you are ready, really ready inside to put yourself back out there. And I wanted to just chat over 10 signs that you can look for that'll let you know, hey, you know what? Maybe you're not as ready as you think you are. So here they are. And if you prefer to read them, I did post all 10 of these on my blog today. If you haven't been to my website yet, it is danielle-watson.com. And you just put in /blog and it'll take you right to the blog. And today's blog was all about 10 signs that you're not quite ready to put yourself out there and date again yet. But I figured we'd talk about them on the show here too, and I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your insights on what you've noticed about yourself, even if you're in a happy relationship now, even if you're married now. I know everyone has stories about putting themselves out there when they weren't really quite ready, even though they thought that they were. So here is sign number 1 that you are not quite ready to get back out there and start dating again. And that is, you haven't really let yourself feel all the feelings that you're having because you're afraid of your emotions. So if you're still afraid of your emotions and you're afraid of how those might come out or how you might react, and you're feeling sensitive and wounded, that's a great sign that there's some more work for you to do, some more personal growth work that needs to be done before you put yourself back out there into the dating pool. Sign number 2, you can't imagine any other state than being in a relationship, feeling satisfactory, feeling fulfilling, feeling like the normal state of being. So I know that many of us, we love being in a relationship, right? I know I love being in a relationship. There's nothing that feels better than having somebody that I get to love on and somebody who gets to love back on me. But there's this point after a relationship ends that you need to come to where you feel like, you know what? I am wanting that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be in a relationship. But I feel like it's okay that I am where I am right now and that I'm single. That is the point you want to get at. It doesn't need to be, I don't need anybody. I think that takes it too far. But just getting to that point of, I'm okay on my own, I'm doing okay, that is how you know that you are ready. And if you're not feeling that way, that's a good sign that you're really not ready to put yourself back out there. Sign number 3, when you go to bed at night, it feels like that empty space beside you is really, really empty. I know that when I was going through the grief over my divorce, I felt like that empty space beside me might roll over and crush me. And I felt that way for a really, really long time. I hated going to bed at night because there was that empty space and it just felt so heavy and like it was literally going to weigh me down to the point where I couldn't exist anymore. It felt terrible. So if you're feeling like that, if you're feeling like that empty space in your life is oppressive, that's a good sign that there's still more personal growth work to do, right? That you need to get stable on your own 2 feet before you go out there and start offering yourself to other people and expecting people to bring something to your life in return. So sign number 4 that you're not ready to start dating again is you haven't gone out socially with your old friends or attempted to make new ones. You know, sometimes depending on the life change that we're going through, our old friends are not necessarily an option anymore. So sometimes we have to go out and we have to make new friends. So if you haven't taken the time to either spend time socially with old friends outside of being in a relationship or to go out and make new ones, those are good signs that there's more that needs to be done to your own self and to your own life before you try to connect with someone else. Sign number 5, you're worried that no one will ever love you. That is a really great sign that you're not ready to put yourself out there, because the kind of person who's going to be attracted to you when you are feeling that needy and that unloved is not the kind of person that you're going to want to date. It's not the kind of person that over the long term is going to be a good fit for a relationship. Reason number 6, you feel disconnected from the things that once brought you joy. So if you feel like nothing really makes you happy, if you aren't enjoying the people, things, activities, experiences that used to make you feel good and no new ones have come into the picture, that's a great sign that you might be dealing with depression, you might be dealing with deep sadness. And when you're dealing with those things, you know, getting back out there and dating shouldn't be your top priority. Your own mental health and your own physical health and your own emotional well-being need to be your top priority, especially if you've been through a heartbreak and the end of a relationship, a divorce. Don't put yourself back out there until you're really stable on your own 2 feet so that you can be out there looking for somebody who's like you, who's stable, who's on their own 2 feet. Sign number 7. You feel like your single status is some kind of punishment. So that's another great sign that you're not ready to date yet. You're still needing to adjust your attitude and recognize that you are not being punished, that there is something amazing waiting out there for you, and just take that time to prepare yourself for the adventure that entails. It's probably going to have quite a few twists and turns before you find that next right person to form a partnership with. So get your head in the game, get your attitude adjusted, recognize that there's nothing wrong with the way things are right now. There's nothing wrong with being single. There's nothing wrong with the fact that your relationship ended. It might be painful, but it's not a punishment, and there is going to be that next opportunity for you when you're ready. Sign number 8, you are willing to have sex with someone who says they're not interested in a relationship because you think that by having sex with them, it will change their mind. That is such a sign that you are not ready to be out there dating. Now, it's fine. Whatever your morals and values are around sex, those are completely acceptable. What I'm saying here is that if you are trying to use sex to change someone's mind about being in a relationship with you, that's a great sign that you're not ready to be out there dating yet, that you need to wait until you're feeling more of a sense of your own worth and you have a clearer sense of the kind of person that you want to invite into your life. Reason number 9, you swipe through dating apps without knowing what you're looking for. So that's a sign that you're not ready to be out there because you don't know what you're looking for. And when you don't know what you're looking for, interesting and not so fun things can often find you. So when we're not clear and deliberate about what we're looking for, not only do things that maybe are not best for us find their way into our life, but we also end up feeling really confused about what's out there. There's like this infinite number of choices, right? Dating apps have solved the problem of getting single people together, but they've brought so many of them in. If you're not sure what you're looking for, you'll end up wasting a lot of emotional energy connecting with people who are not the kind of people that you want to connect with. So get your head on straight, recognize what it is you're looking for, what you want before you go shopping, right? Before you go shopping through your app, swiping, looking for that next wonderful person to share your life with. Sign number 10 that you are not ready to start dating again. Happiness feels like something only someone else can bring to your life. So happiness is something that each of us is responsible for in our own selves. I know it's not always easy. It's so much easier when somebody happy comes into our life and tells us how wonderful we are and special we are and how much they appreciate us. But when we are able to create happiness within ourselves, that gives us so much more to contribute in a relationship. And when you bring two happy people together, it's incredible. It's magical. It's magnetic. Whenever I meet couples who were both really ready when they came together and they were both taking responsibility for their own happiness and their own satisfaction with life, and then they came together, it just becomes this exponentially greater sense of joy that radiates out from them and permeates all the people around them. It's really, really incredible. So that was today's show. We were just talking about 10 ways that you can know, hey, you know what? I'm probably not ready to be out there dating again yet. And like I said, they are also on my blog if you'd like to read more about them. I left the list there for you, and I also wrote a little bit about happiness and why I think that is such an important thing to bring when we get back out there in the dating world, because it's not easy. There is infinite choice. There is this incredibly unnatural environment that is created by modern dating apps and dating online. And if you are not in a position where you're feeling whole and happy and secure before you get out there, that's going to just roll you over. It is absolutely going to run you over, roll you over, rock your world in ways that are not going to feel good. And what I most want for you is to enjoy this opportunity that's facing you and to approach it as an adventure and to end up, winning the game, winning somebody incredible whom that you get to spend your life with and do all the things that you love to do with. So join me back here again tomorrow, 3:00 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific. Thanks for hanging in and hopping back on. If you were on the first broadcast that got canceled by the interruption in my connection, I really appreciate you. If you know anyone who is single and looking to get back out there and date after divorce or the end of a long-term relationship, please send them this video or send them to my website, danielle-watson.com. You can find all the latest blogs if you just add to that /blog. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Mwah. Bye. My screen isn't working. Okay, we'll see.